Minor situation out here. All the doors are locked.
It's Wednesday again. Here we are. We're doing this again. Go figure. Tonight we got a really good show on. We got Chris from Grindhouse Toys with us. I don't know if he likes being called Chris. I probably should have waited to ask him that before I did it. Anyway, and we're gonna be going over all their shit. We're gonna go to their Kickstarter. We're gonna go check out their Instagram page just to show you guys what's going on if you don't already know. And if you do already know, stick around and we're gonna have fun anyway. Tonight I'm drinking Johnny Walker Red again, and it's coupled with Rainier because I'm from Washington and I live in Washington, and Rainier is a good Washington summer beer. I don't think I have anything else. I know we had a video to play, but we probably forgot to do that, huh, Ronin? Yeah, that was your cue to come in, Ronin. All right, what's up? By the way, Chris, do we call you Chris?
Yeah, Chris is cool. Yeah, I was laughing, so it was all good.
But I want to be called Chris.
You could be Chris too. Growing up, that's everybody was freaking Chris.
Well, so. I don't want anybody to call me Chris.
Well, now you are going to be called Chris. Sorry, man.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to take a shot real quick. So cheers, everybody. Good to have you.
Cheers.
Where would you like us to start, Chris? Oh, wow. Let's go around. What is everybody drinking?
This is rum and peach juice and some LaCroix.
I got nothing, but I still cheers.
Fancy. I'm just drinking the old twisted teas as usual.
I'm going to leave the girl jokes alone on your drink. It's all right. I've been drinking margaritas lately, and I knew today. I was going to make a strawberry margarita just so you could feel like I was an asshole.
Probably ran out of mason jars to drink out of.
Just because I like stuff that doesn't all taste like warm piss does not mean that there's anything wrong with my little fruit.
Man, Johnny Walker is good stuff. You said it last week.
That is a step above what you usually have, man.
Yeah, it's usually Evan Williams. So anyway, but I mean, Evan Williams is really good for the price. I mean, it's like $11.99 for a fifth, and then it's Washington, so we have like $8 tax.
Jesus
on it. But anyway, I'm going to go around the circle here, and Ronan, I'm going to ask you if you got anything this week. Anything new? Oh, you picked him up, huh?
Muff Toys, Nightmare, Batman, Kryptonite Seeker, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Does he look as good as the promotional pictures?
I think he's pretty close, if not there, man. The textures are awesome. Everything's got a nice texture to it. The detail and the paintwork is good. Let me actually put it on camera so you can see it. The Affleck lightness, I don't know, how close it is. From certain angles, it's pretty good. But no, I like it. I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. I just got him last night.
Wow. Looking dope.
That's my new thing.
All right. Chris, did you get anything this week? You got anything to show us? Or
I don't have anything over here, but I got Heavy Duty, the new classified Heavy Duty. I haven't busted him open yet, but he's
cool
that way.
Right on.
He looked pretty cool. Yeah.
He's on my list too. Just haven't gotten him yet either.
It looked good. The brief chance I looked at it, it looked like they actually put camo all the way around the pants, so that was nice instead of just the fronts and backs. So that was like, thanks, guys.
Oh yeah,
they were definitely skimping in the middle there for a while.
Yeah,
paint costs money, man.
So rad. I'm sure you got a billion things, and they're probably all waiting for you.
No, I got funny things that I kind of got burned on. Like I think for just because I'm going to Joe Fest, so I've been saving up. I probably only bought 3 things in the last 6 or 8 weeks. But I went to this stupid toy show last week, and I got a whole bag of 1/18th, what I thought was 1/18th Fortnite figures for $4. So I got them home, opened them up, and they're stupid like plastic static people that don't even fucking move. It's just fucking garbage. Like I'm like, fuck.
They're not even 5 POA. They're just straight.
Dude, they're no POA. They're like, look at this, like fucking, like it doesn't do anything. It's just like,
So did Todd McFarlane make those?
I don't know. They suck ass though. I hate them. They're stupid.
It's a do-it-yourself project, man. You just add your own joints later.
Add your own articulation.
It was like $4 for a bunch of, and I didn't even know they made stupid rubber bullshit Fortnite figures. I thought they were articulated. Done with it. Not
All right, cool.
With that.
Right on. I love that you froze like that for a minute too. That's great. Just so you guys
Yeah,
know,
we got a big storm rolling through here. It's been messing with my my video on my computer and stuff. The internet's been choppy and shit, but that's the way she goes.
Right on. Cool. Well, so Chris, the show's all about you. Normally we treat our guests more like a co-host, but what you got going on is so cool. We're going to give you a little more of the floor than normal.
Thanks, man.
Oh, you want to tell people what it's all about before I bring anything up?
Sure. I mean, we're doing a Kickstarter right now. World War Hell on Kickstarter. It's a I shouldn't say post-apocalyptic. It's an apocalyptic World War II 1/18 scale O-ring, but with a twist, added articulation. It's just a new action figure line that come in VHS-style boxes and just hits you with all the nostalgic feels, but also that B horror movie fun that we all love and the gore and all that shit. And yeah, we're on Kickstarter having a good time. It's funding very well. We're almost there. We're like 90%. And it's doing great. And it's been awesome to have all the support from the community.
Yeah, I've noticed that you guys are what's hot right now. Well, we'll take you off spotlight. That's always kind of rude, but you guys are definitely what is hot right now. I'm not big into 1/18 scale. I do collect Warhammer figures.
Yeah, those are awesome. The Joy Toys, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
You're I went all in on your Kickstarter, and I'm now starting to contemplate actually world building, since I used to build dioramas all the time, but I stopped. I stopped doing that.
Start up again.
I think it might be. And one thing that's really cool, the horror element is where really, really brought me in. It's amazing. Do you guys want to go over the Kickstarter first, or do you want to go over the Instagram?
You want us to use in the chat first? Say hi?
Yeah, I guess.
There's people watching?
Yeah, we wouldn't have a show without at least 12 people are here, man. All 12 of them.
Here, cheers, everybody.
So real fast, before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want to say hi to Mudhorn, Beta Ray Bob, Mudscuffer, Trippin' with Toys, Leaky Dumpster, and the bet they were having on what time we would actually start, because we were running a few minutes late. If there was any action on that, we get a cut of that, no matter what. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. We got lots of compliments on your stuff already, Chris. Beta Ray Bob says World War Hell looks like it's going to be an amazing line. I agree. It looks awesome.
Yeah, man.
Warforge says, "What's up?" and let's go.
Are you having trouble bringing people up on the screen?
No, there's just a lot of them. I was trying. You acted like you were in a hurry to get to his stuff, so I was just running through the thing fast.
I'm just doing well. That's my fault. Yes.
I do like Bob's idea, though. He says maybe I can harvest the
There you
heads off those bullshit figures. Yeah.
There you go.
It's a good idea.
Actually, I'm gonna see Bob at Joe Fest. Maybe I'll just give them to him.
There you go.
Bob's the best. Bob's awesome.
SKN says, "What's up? Have a good show." And Border Royal campaign is on fire. Great job.
It is. Absolutely. Is.
Thanks, guys.
Alexander Storm in the house.
Alexander.
Yeah. What up? What up, dude?
Alexander.
You just spent some time with those guys, didn't you, Chris?
I did. Yeah, we had a great time. Been on their show twice with the 2 different shows, and it was a lot of fun. Last one was real fun too. We talked horror movies, so it was a good time.
Yeah, they got a real professional way about it. I'm not that professional.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
We have a liar in the chat. I'm just kidding.
We have a liar.
How you doing, Chet? You need a new little avatar there. You stopped wearing the headbands.
Dude, anyone that collects toys and has a wife is a liar.
I have a wife. I've met your wife.
Yeah. Oh, I won these, and I won all these Joy Toy.
Raffles.
Yeah. I see what he's
they're not
up to.
lying about having a wife. They're lying about toys. That's absolutely true.
Some people lie about having a wife. Yeah, she lives in Canada. You don't know her.
I met her on the train.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so yeah, let's just jump into the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Sounds
for anybody
good.
who's looking for it, Deadman's posted the link in the chat, so be sure
Twice
to check.
now. 2 times.
Oh, Deadman gets a gold star for posting something twice in the chat.
I like it.
I don't think it'll be a gold star. I'm kind of hoping that it's
Better than a brown star.
stump of a star, so it'll go in well with the World War Hell figures.
Yeah.
Bloody stump star. Sounds good.
Oh, that's right. We got to go to a different thing. I forgot.
I don't know if I've ever seen any TV shows where toy collectors are monsters, but I'll take your word for it, JP.
Toy Story.
That's true.
Was there like an episode of Law and Order SVU with a toy collector in it or something?
Probably. Leaky says he's picking up 3 of those Decapitator 4-packs.
I didn't know how else to get to the screen. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It worked.
It did. Now I know how to do it. Now next week I can just do it myself.
Rehearsal didn't go like this, folks.
Rehearsal. Oh, we were supposed to.
What's the rehearsal?
Rehearsal's not a bad idea.
Write that down for later.
All right, so here we got your Kickstarter. Look at the
Sir.
Look at what's
Dude.
going on here.
Yeah,
You
man, we're
guys
so
are
close.
Killing it.
So close. And this is at the lull stage usually. Like we're in that middle kind of a little bit, a few days in, it kind of sits for a little bit. What's Chet say? He said world building?
Yeah,
Is that what he's saying?
he's asking, Chris, have you thought about making a world-building pledge?
Like, what do you mean by that, Chet? Like
some details.
more like army building? Like, because I added, there's a ton of, I just actually updated the Kickstarter today too, where now like, so say you backed an all in, you can now go in and instead of just one figure add-ons, I made it where you can now take any of the army builders, like the 4, the 6, the 12, or the 24, and you can add that on top. So you get the discounted price per figure. So it's like, you don't have to put like, hey, I want 4 figures at the $38 pledge. Well, why would you do that when you could get the 4 for the cheaper price? So I wanted to make sure everybody was, if they're buying more figures, they get a little bit more.
He said, yeah, he meant army building. His fingers just
Fair.
aren't
Fair. No, it's okay. My brain's not working right now. So,
Well, you should definitely be drinking then, Chris.
I got too much shit to do. Still, we get the road tomorrow, and then building a panel and all that fun stuff. It would just be all bad news if I was drinking. I'm going to save my drinking for this weekend because I always end up doing too much of it. So.
Right on. That's great. I mean, guys, look at this, guys. Look at how awesome that is.
And he's O-ring, man, which is nuts. And I've gotten a few, I get some pushback here and there from people being like, O-ring, what the heck? And I'm like, well, look, it's something completely different. It takes what we had as kids and just turns it upside down and just makes it ridiculous. I mean, come on. O-ring, a zombie with a chainsaw, covered in blood.
He's so awesome, dude. He reminds me of you remember the movie House at the end when the old
Yeah.
war he comes back to life and he's a skeleton?
Yep.
That's what it reminds me of.
I've gotten that a lot from people, and I'm like, that's awesome. I mean, I love House too.
Oh,
So
it's a take on the Green Army man, but he's like a crazy zombie bastard.
yeah.
And the amount of detail you were able to cram into these 1/18 scale O-ring figures is insane.
Look at that chainsaw, man.
And even the articulation. I mean, look at the rocker on this.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's fun. You know, I love all those little things in there. But yeah, no, on the articulation, I wanted to add something, that made them different. I didn't want them to just be, a normal classic 80s style O-ring. I wanted to kind of, again, just do a twist to it and add all that different paint apps and stuff like that. And I work on the Monster Force stuff for Operation Monster Force through Big Bad Workshop. And so using the factory, because we use the same factories like the Mythic Legions and Four Horsemen and stuff like that. So I knew we could get it out of these figures. They're so good. And I was like, yeah, we're just swinging for the fences.
Yeah, on the stream I did earlier tonight, people were really loving that translucent skeleton dude.
Yeah, Sergeant Spectre, man. He's a ghost that haunts his chainsaw machine gun.
Oh, that's
The chainsaws are apparently really appreciated.
We need all the chainsaws. Bob knows.
Yeah, Bob knows.
So, have you gotten any pledges without rewards yet?
Maybe one. I think I gotta check. It hasn't been many. I mean, the thing that's been doing pretty much the best is usually the all-ins, which is really cool, and it makes me feel good about that the people genuinely want like as many figures as they possibly can get, and that shows a lot that the people are digging this. Really cool.
Well, I mean, they are great, and they come. I mean, look at this. They come with so much.
The blood sword is great.
So much. Yes, sure, this could be like a modern articulated figure, which it has a lot of that articulation in there. But like we've gotten zombies with like Zombie Lab and different 4-inch like stuff with some gore here and there. But I'm like, we've never gotten that in O-ring. Let's make it really ridiculous. And I feel, being that it's a VHS package, like it should be an O-ring figure coming out of there. It kind of just goes hand in hand.
I'm a sucker for good packaging. This looks so much fun.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That's really cool. I love that play on words on his name too. That's really cool,
man. And look at this.
Yeah, the fake Toys R Us price sticker.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean,
Leaky just pledged for you, man.
Thank you, Leaky. Thank you so much.
Nice. Good job.
And like the packaging on these guys too will like, so this is kind of, these aren't renders either. Just like these are actually the painted prototypes that I cut out and made into this, like on Photoshop and stuff to show off what they come with and all that. But the actual packaging will be still a VHS case, but each one will have their own artwork, and it'll look like I posted something on Instagram yesterday of the Necromancer, the last figure I did of the packaging, and they'll all be like that with their own like specific artwork, which will be really fun. And then like this one, Green Army Men from Hell, those guys will actually come in a plastic bag with the header, so they look like a bag of Green Army Men.
Nice. That's really cool. That is super cool. That's great. I love that. You guys are killing it. Explain this. Explain this.
Okay. So the Decapitators are they're a little fucked up and in like a good way, but like I wanted something. I'm a big fan of like John Carpenter's The Thing, and I'm a huge Aliens fan, and I wanted some sort of creepy crawly bastards. And I loved what like Ben from Skeletron did with the Skeledrones. I loved that he did these little like articulated robotic, spiders almost. And I was like, well, we need something more organic. We need something a little nastier. And so story wise, these things, like they kind of go around different, like there's circles of hell that are being opened story wise. And these things kind of hover around that area. And what they do is they attach to bodies to like a poor Cerberus trooper, which is one of the good guys, or any humans walking around. And they implant this thing into your chest that now rips up through your body and rips your own head off and then crawls away and grows legs. And now it's this new nasty little creature. It's got like this, I haven't really showed it, but it's got this like gross little like mouth thing on its belly. And it's just, they're just little nasty a-holes.
They are adorable. I love them.
Good. That was the whole point. I've gotten cute a lot from people, like girls, especially when they're at the booths, and I'm laughing. I'm like, I've never. That's perfect. Like, I love that people like genuinely take to it, and it just shows. Like, we all love this horror. We love all the the scary stuff, the gory stuff, and I love that we can now kind of go down that road where we have a lot of collectibles like that, but we also don't, especially not new stuff. We get a lot of like licensed stuff and things of that nature. So I love that people are open to new stories and new characters.
Yeah. So this is the first tier of that you can get, right? Is the pack of 4 of these?
Yes. Yeah, it's the first like the cheapest tier right there is the Decapitators. Yep.
Ooh,
And then the Green Army Men's a cheaper figure as well. Even though he comes with more accessories than anybody else, I wanted to give him a little bit of a cheaper breakdown because he's not going to have paint. I want him to genuinely be that plastic. Like, I want him to be like, I don't want it painted green. I want him to be green plastic.
Yeah.
So he feels like it.
Yeah, he comes with the little base too. So
Oh yeah.
Yes, and with the ankles, he can do those poses, man. He can, he can actually, you could do those, funny poses and, like actually get that wide stance. And the cool thing about that base also is it's more of like it was tooled as like a blood pool. So like it'll come with like the zombies and stuff like that. So it'll be in that red blood, but also for him, it is more of like a melted Army Man stand.
that's perfect. That's so good.
The only thing he's missing is a radio, so he can be kneeling guy pointing with radio.
Yes. Maybe series 2 we'll get that guy.
Yeah, there you go.
He needs the minesweeper too.
Oh yeah.
This guy's missing his face, man.
He is. He cut it off. He summoned the Harbinger of Doom, which is our Steamboat Willie. He's the one who brought all this shit to the world. Cut his own face off in the process, and but yet he's still a little self-conscious, so he cuts other people's faces off and wears them around. So
That makes everybody feel better, That's normal.
Now that's a bad guy.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about either, though.
Yeah.
I don't get it at all. And here, check out this. This is the articulation. So this is like definitely not 3 3/4 inch O-ring Joe articulation. There is a lot more going on here.
Wow.
There's absolutely a lot more. And originally we actually had planned on, like, with the wrist there, like I was just going to make them swivel because just give it that kind of look of you still have an extra articulation because the old ones didn't have any wrist at all. But then I'm like, well, they got M1 Garands and some of these rifles, we need that wrist articulation, so we added that in there. The zombies and the skeletons will have jaw articulation, and
Nice.
just
wow.
because we've got to have a jaw moving. It just looks so fun.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. This is this is great. I mean, yeah. Notice a lot of them come with the middle finger hands. That's also very good. So, are they going to come with the little DVD cases?
No. Like maybe later down the road that would be really fun. But Jimmy, who made the diorama that he's standing in there, kind of surprised me. He was like, "What do you think about these?" And he made a bunch of them and put them around there. And so I'm going to bring them at Joe Fest and put around the little diorama. And I was like, "That's amazing." And Jimmy had worked as like a manager at a Blockbuster for years, and so he was all on top of this. I met him at IshCon, and he knocked this diorama out in like, I think not even 2 weeks. I think it was like a week and a half. It was crazy fast, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
You should make posters of that Blockbuster. I'd totally buy one for my toy room.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So this is a comparison with the
Skeletron. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. One of the so that's one of the new Grindstone / Skeletron O-ring figures, which is great. And he has some added articulation as well. He's got the wrist articulation and then the neck articulation. Like he actually moves like this and like that. And it's a great figure. But I wanted to show that, even though mine are different than a lot of these other figures, like they still can kind of hang out with the other figures. I feel like even in a modern setting or even an O-ring, these guys can kind of still hang tall, like the Delta 17 right there.
Yeah, yep. Those are some nice people. I like the Delta 17 guys.
Oh, there's old
they're great
Skidmark.
guys. Yep, and you got to have Skidmark. I mean, come on.
Skidmark, best G.I. Joe ever. I wonder what
Really
they'll,
is.
I wonder what they'll change his name to in classified when they
They're definitely going to change his name in class.
they'll change it to shit stain or something.
Yeah, that's better, right?
Yeah, that's much better. So here we got like this is what the actual packaging will look like. It'll have a slip
Yes.
cover, and this is
The box.
I'm imagining it. Is it just cardboard or is this plastic?
Oh, it's card. So the box is cardboard, and then inside will be a plastic tray. That I should do an unboxing. That's a good idea. A video of showing like the full on figure coming out. But yeah, so it's a plastic tray in there. It's got like a top on top of the tray that comes out of that VHS box. So it's like a whole little process. You take everything out, and it's just so fun. Everybody who has gotten one of these has loved the idea of putting this all together.
That looks so awesome. And the
Bacon
tape,
strips.
yeah. And the tape is labeled too. You never put an unmarked VHS in your player.
Yeah, there's a lot of really fun, and I don't know how many people actually read like the fine print, but I add a bunch of stupid shit in there. So like for anybody who is just kind of having fun with it or reading everything, they're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frog.
And then you got the 6-figure fodder thing going on here.
Yep. And so like that right there, like that cannon fodder. Now you can just pledge for that if you want to, but if say you have an all in or another set, you can add that onto your other pledge if you want to. So that was added today.
Wow.
Nice.
Some more options if anybody wants to army build. I know I army build, to an extent on some stuff, especially like I used to, especially with like I've got a bunch of zombie vipers from Pursuit of Cobra and stuff like that.
And this is actually a good deal for what your pricing is. This is great.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure if you bought more, like we're coming to market now. Like I don't want to sit there and be like, hey, we got regular retail pricing. Like these will be more money once they actually come out. Like the Necromancer was $40, and everybody was happy with the value of what you got with it, with the packaging and all the accessories and all of that. So, but since it's Kickstarter, I wanted to make sure like, hey, you guys are helping me get these out. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, hey, $40. All right, give it to me now. Let's do it as cheap as possible so that, you guys can get cool toys and we can get these made.
Yeah, because it's basically all about getting tooling done because everything's gravy after that, right?
Yeah, I can make more fun figures and different things once we get that tooling done because that shit's so expensive.
Yes, it is. Is there anything specific you want to go over about the Kickstarter? This is the one I was forced into because the first all in sold out, so I had to get this one. But it's the same, isn't it?
It's the exact same. It's just $10 more. So like you didn't really miss out too much. Like it was still, those first 75 got the cheapest price. But like this is still not like a crazy increase in it. And like it's just gonna get like if these 150 go, like it'll go up another probably $10, kind of thing. It's just offset. I wanted to make sure everybody who was up in the front, got the best pricing as possible, to kind of help everybody out.
Very nice. Look at this.
That's fucking cool, man.
So you've already been talking to HBO about a cartoon, right?
I would love to, man. Like, yeah, I think this would be amazing. Like, I'm a huge fan of like Love, Death, Robots and like that kind of the crazy animation styles with all the gore. Like, man, I would love to do something like that. It'd be so cool.
This gives me vibes of is heavy metal, the World War II scene.
With the B-17. I love that. Yep.
That's cool. When he turns around and the whole crew is like zombies. He's like, fuck.
And they're just skin just melts off and they just go like skeleton and stuff. I love heavy metal.
I'm imagining this is going to be a t-shirt print at some point.
Oh, that would be a fun shirt print, actually. So my sister makes my shirts too, which is awesome because she does the direct to garment.
All of you guys' artwork would make great shirts.
Dude, the Phantom with the chainsaw gun, that's a fucking shirt.
Oh, yeah, I would love to have that. So that's one. So I was like, it feels like a classic, like kind of Metallica shirt, I feel, with the artwork and stuff like that.
I was thinking Iron Maiden. I was thinking Iron Maiden.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that would work really cool. And then like Scott Brown just did this artwork recently for me for the Cerberus Troopers. And this is supposed to kind of feel like the Sunbow cartoon G.I. Joe, but like an apocalyptic world, So yeah, this came out really fun.
I'm getting that vibe from it. So
cool.
So yeah, there's 114 left, 150 of this all in, guys. It's a good deal. I'd jump on it if I was y'all. As a matter of fact, guys just should jump on it. Do it now.
Especially if you're on a PC, you can open more than one browser window and do it while you're watching.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good tip.
Yeah, man. Pro
Yeah,
tip.
this is cool. This is great. It does kind of give me the Sunbow vibes for sure, and I love the booth. It totally, you guys are killing it.
Thank you.
That is
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah, we're gonna have that booth set up this weekend. So anybody who's gonna be over there, definitely come check it out. It's gonna be pretty fun. We're actually gonna sell. I'm gonna be selling some T-shirts, and I'm gonna be selling some of the prints. I got some 11x17 prints of Spectre and Graves. So we'd have some stuff if anybody wanted to bring home like a poster or something.
I might have to swing by and grab myself a T-shirt.
Heck yeah, man.
Nice. How long is this video?
Yeah.
Should we play the video?
It's like 38 minutes, so it might take a little bit.
She obviously doesn't know what Nazi zombies are. So
Those guys, so those Toy Addicts guys, they came and did a really good interview with me at IshCon. It was awesome. They like featured the whole thing, and I just let me ramble for as long as I kind of wanted to, and it was just super cool people.
So, do you guys have any like unlock tiers planned, or?
Yeah, so like if you go back up on that, I'll show you the first one is Malum, the one with the faces. So he's the first
Okay.
locked tier right now. So he is at 92,000, I think. Yeah, let's just say a little bit higher than that, and I should say the number. 97. Okay, 97. Yeah, because I did it 25,000. So yeah, 97,000 on him. So once he unlocks, then it will be the Revenant Horde Trooper, which I don't have pictures on here right now because I was kind of just, I've shown them at shows, so people have seen them, and they are on my Instagram. But he'll be shown this weekend again, and then the rest after that. I'm going to show more as, once we get closer, because we're so close to funding. I want to make sure this whole campaign's fun the whole way through, and I didn't want to show everything right at once.
Yeah, I can load up your Instagram. I have it somewhere. I just have so many windows open. It's crazy. I should have made them all tabs, but I did not.
So while he's looking through that stuff, can you tell us a little more, like, what was, besides the obvious stuff, I mean, the nostalgia and the heavy metal and the G.I. Joe stuff, what was your inspiration behind this? I mean, and where's this world going to go besides the obvious stuff that we can see right here?
Yeah. So the inspiration really was originally I was just trying to mess around with some like a new character. I was making Sergeant Graves, and I was actually designing him for a 6-inch line, and decided, this could be its own thing, like this could be its own toy line. And I started really like kind of developing that, and I started messing around with the whole skeletons or the zombie look and being just a soldier, because I mean there's just something really cool about a skeleton soldier. Like, you really could go in any era, but then I was like, let's go to that World War II era, mostly because like I love a lot of the history of it, and there's so many like really cool shows like Band of Brothers or The Pacific, or I love Fury the movie, and things of that nature. But like I felt like you're kind of on that level of, it's the technology isn't there yet, but there's some technology, you know what I mean? It's like we're not in like a medieval war, but we're also not in like the modern times, and it's just something kind of raw and dirty about the whole thing. And I felt like having like an Evil Dead inspired feel to that really would just really click, and then it just started kind of flowing, man, and bringing these characters in, and I have some little homages here and there, of course, and like characters that are inspired by different things, but it's really just a whole mashup of just everything I love rolled into one.
Now, I know you've been doing you're probably have been saying this a lot lately because you've been doing the tour of a lot of shows and interviews and things, which is awesome. But are there different factions that you're going to be making that will have some differences as well?
Yeah. So like right now we have a couple already, like with, so the Cerberus Troopers. So the Cerberus is the allied, supernatural and occult division. So they are the good guys pretty much trying to keep all this shit at bay, but they're not doing well. Like I always like in stories where it's kind of a losing battle. I don't want those overpowered heroes. And so Cerberus is that team trying to hold that shit together. And the Devil's Rejects is like a faction of that. They're the special forces team, and that's Sergeant Graves and Spectre right now. And there's going to be more characters that join up into that team, like Series 2, things of that nature. And then the bad guys are the Revenant, and that's Colonel Malum's team. But there's going to be more factions because, again, it's end of the world stuff. It's not going to be just like good guys versus bad guys. It's a lot of bad guys versus bad guys too at that point, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's even good guys versus good guys at that point.
Yeah.
You want me to pull up their Instagram since you got it shared?
Yeah, I got it up, and here we go.
Here we are. There it is. Yeah. So yeah, if you go to the video of the VHS right there, the green necromancer packaging, yeah, check that out. That'll show you that shows you exactly how the packaging will work. Get a little John Carpenter in there too.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So you'll have that, the figures you'll see them through the window there. Any of the figures, they're all going to have a little bit of differences to them, which will be really fun. Just a little add-on, like the stickers, I think are a lot of fun. The different little spots that are things, or maybe something's peeling or cracked here or what have you. And then again, like how that necromancer packaging, which was done by Mark Pennington, which is amazing artist. He's doing some art for this line as well, and then you'll have your shots on the back with a synopsis, so you get a little bit of story that way. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody, I think.
I didn't realize my camera was off. I had to leave for another beer. Yeah, this is great. Wow.
Yeah, that is just some really cool packaging. I mean, I'm a sucker for slipcovers anyway, but with all the details in the VHS tape, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So let's look at this. This looks interesting.
Yeah, it was my first drawing. So for World War Hell. So that was my input drawing. So I worked with James Carter, who is my sculptor on most of the line. I've also had Arlen and Mark Gerwig and work on a few things as well. But this was that first sketch that I gave to Carter, and we went from there. And he actually had the great idea to do the harness with the shirt tail as a secondary overlay that went over it, and because that's never been done on an O-ring, and so that was a genius idea, and so I was super psyched to mess around with that.
So that's an overlay.
Yeah, so the harness part with the shirt on the actual figure will be able to come off.
Okay.
And so if you take it off, it'll just look like he's got his shirt kind of tucked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And an O-ring dude just kind of rocking around. Yeah, here I actually if you put me on here, I could show you. I have a little one right here.
Give him full screen.
Yeah, so you see the black part. That's the it's like a PVC. This is all 3D printed, but yeah, this thing will just come right out, and then you got the.
Oh, that's cool.
So and then you still have that's where the screw will be, as an O-ring figure would have.
So you can mix and match parts just like. Make it.
That's another thing I want to make sure you pull this thing apart with a screwdriver. You can pull the arms off of this guy. You can take the legs off of this dude. Do what the hell you want with it. I'm a customizer. I love that shit too.
That's awesome.
Is a decapitator.
Let's talk about what got me the most excited. And I'm sure it's in this one. So everybody's all about Spectre.
People do love Spectre.
I mean, he is super cool. He is super cool. Oh, this isn't the one. This is the wow.
Well, I think you hit the next picture one. That's why. Go back to Spectre.
Oh,
you're
right. You're right.
Yeah, it should be in. I'm pointing at my screen like I'm helping you. But yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's cool. Hold on. That is great.
So that's the next unlock. That's the Revenant Horde Trooper after Malum. That's his personal army. They're possessed German soldiers that have pretty full on deadites.
So this is an army builder.
Yes, absolutely. So he'll have those two heads. It's a zombie head, a skeleton head, but in that red with like the glowing eyes. And then he'll also have like
Yeah,
the blood
helmet.
effect and all that fun stuff. And then that mouthpiece even comes off of that helmet too.
Oh shit!
Wow. So
Options,
many little
man.
tiny pieces, man.
Yeah,
This is it right here.
there he is.
This is what sold me right here.
Yes, it's and like what I was saying earlier too. I think it was before we went on live. So the legs, and I'm going to show more of these pictures. I probably should show them for the panel this weekend. Yes, that is definitely a demon wearing Steamboat Willie. I don't know who Mickey Mouse is. I never heard about that guy. This is Steamboat Willie, but he is full on demon. He's got the reverse knees. He's got hooves down there. He's got a tail, and that soft goods will come off, which will also have a wired cape. Part that's got wire at the bottom of it. He's got that scythe that is made out of a human body. There's no repeat bones in there. I wanted to make sure it looked like it came out of one person.
Oh, nice!
That's
Good
awesome.
job.
Awesome.
Good job. That is a nice touch. I really appreciate the fact that you went through all that to do that.
I don't know. We're making cool stuff. Like I want to just I got to throw everything at it. And then so right now the plan is for that mask to be able to just be removable. As long as we don't have any issues with that, that will be the best way to do it. But under that mask is that demon head that's sitting there by his feet. If we have any issues where like the mask's not going to work like we fully want because he's got the horns, I'll just do both heads and you just switch them. And regardless, that that Steamboat mask will be over the demon head. So you see the yellow eye. Like if you really are like playing around with this figure, like you can see the glowing yellow eye coming through. There's a tear in the mask, and then you can see some of his mouth and all that stuff too.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So these aren't just holes in his eyes here. There's a tear right here where you could see the eye.
Yeah. So you see that yellow demon eye, and then the horns coming out of the ear. It's just really crazy.
Nice. Yeah, I could see that. I could see where there might be some issues with the horns, with this being an overlay. Either way, I'm sure you're going to figure it out, and you're going to do what's best for the customer. I'm sure of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. So like right now I can take it off even 3D printed and it's not bad, but I just want to make sure once we actually get the PVC, like the plastic's perfect. Cause I think that's kind of fun to be able to just remove it. But like, even if I just seal it up, it's still going to be the same head with the head over it. So you're still going to get that depth regardless. So it'll be fun for people. So
yeah, that is great. I mean, yeah. Either way, I'm like I said, I'm in. This is what sold me right here, and it was Raven that sent me this Raven Eye Studio.
Yeah.
He sent me a link that was straight to this guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think the very next day, Lights Camera Action Figure sent it to me too. He was like, "Have you seen this?"
Oh yeah, I talked to him at IshCon. And then, being on the show was awesome and talking to him and stuff like that. Yeah, Steamboat's a lot of people's favorites, which is really cool.
Oh, look at that.
We get a question in the chat. Leaky wants to know what tier will the Harbinger be?
So he is going to be right now, unless, stuff changes a little bit, he will be he will be after Winchester. So he will be like the 4th tier. So again, he's got the most parts. But we're going to make sure we're going to find a way to we got to get him out there for you guys. So I'm going to start teasing a little bit more. I got some amazing artwork already done for him. It straight up looks like the original poster from Steamboat Willie, but with him in it. And it's
I love it.
Fun.
I love this.
It's super fun. I'll give you a little more tease on that. It's fun because instead of, how Steamboat's driving the boat and he's got the wheel, it's actually a braking wheel with a Cerberus trooper on it. And getting a little, tore up in that little medieval braking wheel. I mean, I don't think we get enough cartoon art of that. So I feel like
I think you're right. We don't get enough cartoon art of that.
Cartoon torture is an underserved niche.
Exactly.
There you go.
There's some prototypes. Like, these are great. I mean,
and that's all 3D printed. That's all just stuff I've printed right there, which was awesome. But you see, look at all the personality in that pose, and that's in like a crappy print that I didn't probably like sand properly or put all together properly, and you just see so much personality in him, and those ankles working like that and all that. Yeah,
and this, I mean, in the overlay, a lot of the times when when people try and pull off the overlay being, trying to match this, like in this situation, if you were to if you were to sell these prototypes and people could paint them however they wanted, this does not, this looks appropriate. Like it doesn't look like it has to be part of his shirt above it.
Yeah. Again, Carter did an amazing job with that to bring that in, and the same with that bandolier of bullets. And there's going to be multiple bandoliers; those come off too. So it's not just like that's not part of the actual harness as well. So again, just a lot of customization options.
So is this going to be something we're going to be able to get?
Yeah, so that comes with it. I didn't put it in the picture, but it says it if you like read the parts like that each thing comes with. It'll come with each one. Like this one doesn't have the foot pegs. It has that's just the test print. Mark Gerwig sculpted that, and I was like, I'm posting it anyways. Like I don't even have the things finished yet on it. Like I don't care, it's so good. And he's actually painting right next to me right now, so I'm talking. He's handing me things as I talk, but it's actually going to come like this. So if you cut back over to me again, I keep making you do all this.
Yep, I got it.
Spotlight.
It's all good.
And so
that looks
that's the stand, and you see the pegs. You can see the pegs on there too. They might not be that tall. It might be a little shorter. I don't know yet until I actually get a figure to stand on it from the factory. But and I talked to this girl Kim, who worked at Hasbro, and she did all like the face printing and all the digital art, and she did Paint Master, all kinds of stuff for Hasbro. And so I asked her, I was like, can we get this printed? Because like how I painted this, it's got that kind of flame effect on it. And this is just hand painted. But I was like, I want to recreate this on every figure stand. And she's like, yeah, we can do that. And they can print it at the factory. I was like, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've got some people in the chat asking, do you have a website, or so? Are you going to do any source books for the lore or any sort of supporting materials or anything?
Working on that right now. I'm trying to convince Mark Pennington. So he did the artwork on that Necromancer, and he's working on a piece right now that's going to go on some of the packaging. And I'm like, dude, we got to do this like as a full-on comic. So he's just been super busy with work. So if I can get him to sign off on that, that would be amazing, because I'm a huge fan of Joe Kubert. I'm a huge like Sergeant Rock fan and all that stuff. And Mark went to the Kubert School of Art, and he's also worked on G.I. Joe, and he's worked on X-Men, Spawn, all this amazing stuff. And he really just kind of captures that grittiness and like the horror gritty, but with the soldier feel to it. Like it really works. And seeing the artwork he's doing right now for me, amazing. And so I would love to do that. So it's in the works.
That's cool. And one more person's asking, do the Decapitators come in VHS packaging too? Because we didn't see it on the Kickstarter.
No, so like on the Kickstarter, so if you look at the Kickstarter image, it shows the Decapitators, all four of them. But if you go up, like the thing above them, that's actually their package. So it's going to look like an old movie theater candy box. So you got this old school candy, and then you look and you're like, oh, what the hell is this? And they're gross ass Decapitators. So you got these little nasty spider-like creatures that are in a old school candy box. So I wanted to give I didn't want to put those in a VHS because the smaller packs are going to come in more of that kind of look. So,
oh, that's a good touch, man. That looks really cool.
Thanks.
And so this is Necromancer, yeah?
That is Necromancer. So that was the second figure I made. That was in collaboration with Fresh Monkey Fiction, so it was utilizing the Eagle Force parts library. And I kind of took that and just really kind of ran with it, and had a lot of fun with him. He's got a lot of translucent parts. He's got the face paint on the translucent. He's got the wired soft goods. He came in the tape, we saw the video of earlier. Tons of accessories, and he is now sold out. I get hounded every show now, like, hey, I want Necromancer. I'm like, you can't get him. I'm sorry, guys. But I don't see why not. I don't know why he wouldn't show up in a World War Hell situation. I don't know. You never know.
So is this figure 118 or is this?
He is 118, but he's like a modern, more like he's modern parts. So he is not an O-ring figure. But I feel like O-ring needs a Necromancer.
Nice. He's looking good. Wow.
Chet said that was the favorite figure in his collection.
Thanks, Chet. Yeah, he was able to get one from me, and it was just I luckily had a few left still. I think it was Toylanta, and it was the end. Like I kept some back just in case, but it was like I think I brought 20 to the show, and they sold that first night.
Wow.
Wow. Well, yeah. If you ever bring that back, let me know because I would like one. Thanks for thinking of me, Chet. Wow, this is great. Those things are so cute. So these guys don't articulate. They don't have any articulation, right?
They do. So
What?
So yeah. So
What?
it's gonna be the shoulders, like it's gonna be like a little ball joint. They just plug in, the arms and legs plug in, so that we can get that kind of, they can move around a little bit. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but it will be right there at where the body meets the arm, and then the head will be that. It's the same. That's the same skull as like the skeleton head, without the jaw attached. And so it'll pop on like a ball joint at the top of that. So like really it'll be able to move, like on a ball. So you can kind of get it like where it looks like it's kind of got his teeth down a little bit, or open up his mouth a little bit. Even though his mouth doesn't move, you'll get that kind of illusion.
That's cool. I was expecting there to be no articulation in that little guy.
Yeah. Oh no, you got to get some of that, man, because I wanted it to be able to wrap around a figure. Like I want those legs to go around a figure.
And everybody right now watching us, just so you know, you can get on the Kickstarter and get 4 of these for $20.
Yeah.
And they all have different faces.
Yes. So you got the different skin tones, you got the skull in there, and of course everything's got blood on it, which is amazing.
So I have to ask, man, which one is your favorite so far?
So I've been asked this a few times, and I still keep going back to, I think, Sergeant Graves, just because he was my first one that I did. As much as I like Spectre, I mean, I really love all of them, but like Graves is my guy because he was, and that. So if you, right there, guy? Yep, that's Graves, and so he's going to come with a ton too. And he's super fun. I mean, he's a war-torn soldier who's just kind of pissed off all the time. And he has this bastard sword that is tied to him. He's cursed. It's a cursed sword that it ignites in hellfire when it's covered in blood. When it's like drenched in blood. Because once that weapon is drenched in blood, it is completely like, think of like a heavy metal lightsaber, because it's not just like fire he's waving around. Oh, this thing will cut through all kinds of shit. And it is, but it's very, I don't know. It screws up. It turns off. It just fizzles out sometimes. It's very temperamental, because it wants to screw you over, because if you die while you have it, you get ripped apart in hell. And so it's just this whole thing. It's going to be pretty fun once I get to actually all the story done with him. But
I think I get where you're going. I'm totally picking up what you're putting down here. So
Thank you.
This is great. This is killer. Fucking love this. I mean, y'all convinced me to go all in on a 1/18 scale line.
Which is amazing. That's one of the things I love too, is talking to everybody and them coming up and being like, man, I only collect 1/12th. And I'm like, well, I collect 1/12th. I get it, man. And they're like, oh shit, I'm in now. I guess I'm doing 1/18th. And I'm like, yes. I mean, because think about it. 1/18th, like you said, dioramas. I mean, I'd love to do vehicles later. That's definitely, a plan, as long as everything keeps going well. I mean, come on. We need horror-related vehicles and more characters. We need a whole setup.
I just saw so many cool things when you said that.
Yes.
Right on, Ronin. Why don't you bring us all back on screen and let's just talk a little bit.
And so if this goes really, really, really well, which it will, I think this is going to just take off.
I guarantee it's going well.
Yeah, but any chance there will ever be a 1/12th version of this, or limited edition figure or something for something?
I would love to. And that's definitely something I have my sights on, if I can at some point, even if it's just one figure at a time, or, do something where, because I mean, come on, even just a corpse in 1/12th would be freaking killer. One of the biggest things I just got to make sure is I want to make sure it can still have the same aesthetic with like the packaging and all that. The beauty of 1/18th, it fits perfectly in a VHS sized case. A 6-inch figure is going to be big, and it's going to be like, am I renting movies in the behind the curtain, kind of thing. And I got to come up with something, I want to figure that out. But also, it's just got to be fun, because it's one thing a lot of different companies have done.
It could be a double. It could just be a double VHS.
It could, but it still might be too. I've been playing around with some of that, so don't you worry. It's being thought about, because
Don't you worry.
We trust you. It's a good.
Good.
Have to be a figure with no legs or something.
Yeah, I mean that could work too. Get the guy crawling at you.
Yellowtron's here, and he says his Graves' sword is metal AF.
Yes. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. It absolutely is.
Yeah. Wow.
And speaking of that sword for a second, that fire does come off. So like it's a fire piece that goes over the sword. So you can have the options to be just a cool heavy metal looking sword or a flaming heavy metal sword. So
Yeah.
Depending on how many people he stabbed that night, right?
exactly. You have to stab a lot if you want it on fire. But again, is it going to stay lit? Who knows?
Yeah, so he's got to kill like a bunch of people for it to work. That's pretty cool though. I'm into that.
Yeah, you're getting lots of ideas for vehicles in the chat. A haunted tank, a Jeep with spider legs. Gold member says a semi truck cab for the demons. I mean,
I like it.
What about a mech suit made of bones?
Ooh, that's really fun, because I have tossed around some mech suit ideas, because it's more diesel punk than anything. It's alternate reality. We can go and do some batshit crazy stuff if we want. But yeah, out of bones, that would be fun.
This is like Evil Dead. It could be Evil Dead versus Mad Max in this motherfucker right here.
See, you get it. That is exactly the idea.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're fucking trying to sell me. Matter of fact, I bought all of it already.
you know.
I'm thinking about buying some more now.
I added more pledge levels.
Well, not only are these things so awesome for what they already are, but being into Warhammer and there being no Plague Marines, there's so many parts I could use to make Plague Marines.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know what Plague Marines are, but
I do. Yeah. Like I'm pretty green when it comes to Warhammer, but I've done, I really like, I'm like constantly kind of looking at it like, oh, don't do it.
You just wait. Just by watching what you've created here, with you and your partners and all that. As soon as Plague Marines hit, you're going to be all in. You're going to be down.
you know it, dude. That secret level episode. I don't know if you watched it, the Warhammer episode. Shit.
Oh,
that I'm
so
like, this is killer. I'm like, yes, this is what I want World Hell to look like.
If you really want to learn a little bit about Warhammer, I'll tell you, this is what got me into it. You go on YouTube and you just search Hell's Reach with one L, not two L's, just one L.
Okay.
And it's a 3-hour animation where the animation changes from like this weird, like scribbly sort of like crazy animation where like you can barely see things, and it gets clearer and clearer and clearer till it's like full like HD animation, full HD. And then it goes back, and it's this crazy story about Hell's Reach. It's like 3.5 hours, and
I'm gonna check it out.
It is what sold me on it. And also, if you really want to get into it, you could probably get through it in about a month or 2 months. If you get Warhammer TV, it's like $7.95 for a month, and you could probably get through everything they have on there in about 2 months. The Blood Angels saga that they got up is fucking phenomenal. It is so
sounds good to me.
Anyway, let's.
I'm gonna check it out, because you know what'll happen is I'll watch it and then I'll end up wanting to buy freaking miniatures and the damn Joy toys, and I'll just be like, stop making World War Hell, because now I'm addicted to Warhammer.
No, you won't. You'll just get a whole lot more inspiration for World War Hell, which it doesn't seem like you need anymore. Like you got enough. You got what's going on here. I was thinking maybe we should do a little bit of news, Ronin. Maybe.
If you think we got time.
Because I think we do have time. We got some time. Give me a second to pull up what I'm looking for, and I'll share it in a second. But I mean, Joy Toy has put up so much shit this week, but there's quite a few things I wanted to go over like pretty badly this week. So let me share this.
Terrence says he can't wait to meet you guys at Joe Fest this week, man.
Yeah, come on by. Come see the booth again. Yeah, because Terrence came by. I think yeah. We saw Terrence at IshCon and Toyland. I
Yeah, he
think.
said he met somebody in Atlanta who's actually from Florida, close to him. So
Yeah, Dawn. Dawn will be there too, so I get to see Dawn again. So they live like real close to each other, which is pretty cool.
Right on, Ronan. I'm ready to share here.
okay, I'm gonna skip the intro. We don't need to watch it.
Yeah, we don't need that. I just don't know how to skip the intro. So Joy Toy announced a bunch of zombies
I saw those.
this week. It seems like it's very minimal articulation, but really, what else do you need them to do but stand and crawl and whatever the hell this is? I mean, what else do you need from that?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
They are fun.
this is like Joy Toy is all. They're all in my head here.
Oh man, I love
this.
Lab Coat, guys. Look at
That's
this.
fun.
That's cool.
Look at that. He's just
Boom.
permanently got a blast right through his head. And like, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah. Photography, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Joy Toys are usually really good with the paint. So I really wanted to share this with everybody today. I mean, we could go on a more of a dive and show more of it, but we don't really have that much time. But oh yeah, there's cops.
Zombie cops. That's fun.
If this doesn't scream Plague Marine, I don't know what else does.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish there was some articulation, of course, but like as like background type characters, this is a good idea.
Well, I mean, they got some articulation points, it looks like, but I'm thinking parts more than anything.
Ooh, that's fun. I didn't see that.
Yeah, nothing has made me want to customize figures more than seeing these. And I've made a few in my time, but
So first off, Eddie, I'm sorry, my dude. I wasn't skipping you intentionally. I was just trying to stay on topic because we actually had a lot of comments tonight. So sorry, bro.
don't skip Eddie. Don't skip Eddie anyway. Yeah. So I just wanted to show that. And we could possibly go straight into photography from the community. So
photography. So Serial Killer 91 has been on our hit list before. And this one just kills it. The pose, the lighting, the action, it screamed that we needed to share. So
Jesus, those aren't Marvel Legends, man. Is that Mayfex?
yeah.
Those look great.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Those are definitely not Marvel Legends.
No.
Anybody want to add anything more besides that they're not Marvel Legends?
yeah, feel free to jump in, Chris. You're part of the show too.
They look great. Like that looks like that pose right there. It's just the storytelling alone. Like, and I'm a sucker for Ben Reilly's Spider-Man too. That's
Scarlet Spider.
That's fun. Yeah, Scarlet Spider. I love that blue hoodie. Just ridiculous, but I love it. And so look at this, like the explosions behind it. And all that.
It is super ridiculous. You're like, this guy's wearing skin tight everything. You'd think he would just maybe wear a longer hoodie, maybe. But he's like, nah. Y'all can see what I got back in here.
Does the hoodie keep him warm? Like, what's the hoodie actually do?
It's a fashion statement.
It's just
style. It's all style.
I mean, what was it, like 97 when Ben Reilly came to the scene?
God, I think it was sooner than that. I thought it was
something. Well, he was probably earlier, but then they actually made him a thing, right? I didn't read a lot of Spider-Man back then. I mean, I read, of course, I feel like anybody, if you just picked up any Spider-Man comic back then, it was some Clone Saga or whatever. But
there was a lot going on. That's for sure.
Or the Deadly Foes of Spider-Man.
Yes. Ooh, look at this guy. Look at some Kingpin. That's cool. Look at the lighting. That's really fun.
The lighting on this is just superb. And the fact that it's all kind of muted, so the colors look they turn the contrast down so that it all blends together. It almost looks like artwork. So Izzy Blends, I think is how you pronounce that user. And this one just screamed like a comic book cover to me.
Yeah, definitely. And what I'm seeing more than just contrast down here. It's looking like there's actually some atmosphere aerosol or like some smoke
Yeah.
involved
Yeah.
because I mean you could see the contrast is like it's low contrast in certain areas, especially right through here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like the whole thing is like super low contrast. As you can see over here, there's like none of the haze from it. Um, however, like I didn't realize you could make this face look this good. I sold this figure because I didn't want it. I thought it looked like crap. But yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, wow, that's all I can say.
That's the best I've ever seen that figure look.
It really is looking good.
It might be the best we ever see the figure look in the future. And
Well, knowing Hasbro, they'll release them 16 more fucking times.
Right?
yeah, but nobody's gonna take another photo like that one.
Fair enough.
So this guy, I don't know if you've seen AAR Toys before, but I mean, apparently I've seen a ton of Venoms this week. There's a couple of collabs going on and stuff and some amazing shots. So this one just was another one that looked really cinematic. Look, that's probably an AI background would be my guess, but still, it's blended really well. The colors are nice. The lighting's great. I love rim lights.
It's more than blended well. What this guy's got going on here, the way he edited the actual photo of the figures matches the AI background or whatever's going on here. So it's more than just a good blend, in my opinion. This is beautiful. Yeah, this looks like it could be in a video game. It looks like it could be a comic book cover. Like
almost reminds me of Alex Ross.
Because of the dramatic lighting, yeah, I can see that.
Well, and just the real like shiny like accents on all the like shading and stuff.
Yeah,
very cool.
Good job.
It's good.
Nice shot.
Next.
So this is Father's Day at the Skywalker house.
That's fantastic.
Mute Creature is the photographer here. So this was just good.
That's fun. The Bowie poster up there too. That's fun.
I think the fact that it's the Bowie poster that really makes this photo.
Freaking Vader playing video games too is just hilarious. That's fun.
It's like he's looking at him like, "Oh, you think you can win, huh? Not in my house, kid." That's good. That is so much fun.
So this one, cool too. UFC. I don't know what he used to take this picture, but the what do you call it? The angle and the perspective on this is actually pretty cool because it's a little more. There's a little more depth to it than you would guess. Looking at this from a distance, and the lighting fits perfect. And Brock is looking a little surprised, considering he's usually looking really angry. But maybe he wasn't expecting to actually see that guy. But yeah, I thought this one was a good one too, just because the pose was good, the lighting was good. There's some depth in that picture that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, and this seam in the background almost looks like it's part of the photo, like it's supposed to be. Like it was almost edited that way. I know it's not, but it's not jarring. You know, it doesn't draw your eye right to it right away, which is it's tough to do with something like that. So very good job.
And so this is JGL Figures.
Very cool.
Tried to pick some new people this week.
We got to do that.
This I saw this shot. Yeah, this is he like the camera action figure. This is freaking cool. It's so cool. Nosferatu in there with the freaking Delta Red. Yes.
Speaking of new people, this is not a new person. We all know that. But yeah, this is. I mean, dude, this is one of the better pictures you've done lately, and I love the shading, the color grading, the lighting, that muted color, and the characters are really awesome. I thought this was great.
And like the way the contrast kind of like comes back toward the top of the photo. Chef's kiss on this one, my man. Chef's kiss on this one. This is a beautiful photo.
So good.
And all your little lighting that you added afterwards looks fucking perfect. Sorry, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not pointing at him right now. I'm pouring a shot of scotch. So. But yeah, let's point at him. There we go. Lighting.
So
Beautiful.
good.
Looks real. Looks like the lights are actually there. So good.
That was cool.
All right, and that's all we got for photos. And we're just about done with the episode tonight, folks.
The SKN will have to give us a thank you for actually ending on time.
Oh, they're going to be pissed though because I don't know how to like redirect it to where when you're watching us it just goes straight to them. I just don't know how to do that. I got to figure that out. I probably shouldn't have said that on live. But cheers, Jet, cheers, Alex, Dr. Brantley, Rad, the other Rad,
The other
the not our Rad.
Yeah.
Anyhow, back to everything else. Chris, is there anything you want to say? You want to talk about? Do you want me to put you on solo?
No, I think I went over pretty much everything that I can think of right now.
And you're going to be
I'm
at
just
Joe
excited.
Fest. That's this
Yep.
weekend.
Yeah. So Joe Fest this weekend. We'll have the booth set up with the video store look. We're also going to have a panel Saturday night if I can finish doing it. So if you show up and I haven't finished it, I'm just going to talk for an hour, and you guys got to listen. But yeah, come see the booth, come see the figures. Maybe there's a surprise. I don't know. We'll see.
So
It sounds like there's a surprise, guys.
I don't know. I have to see.
should we let Chris pick the hashtag this week?
Absolutely. We're not there yet. I mean, we still got 10 minutes. But
I'm
absolutely. Chris is picking the hashtag. I don't think we even told him what that's about.
I don't know what it's about.
We may have to explain that to him.
Yeah, we might have to. So we probably should have done that in backstage, but it doesn't
The rehearsal thing? No.
No, well,
Yeah.
so
the rehearsal.
Yeah, the rehearsal, man.
so we kind of run this page called ToyMercs, and people we do a weekly theme, and people take photos of it all week long, and that's some of what we just looked at today. So you're going to be able to pick a theme for that. So just think about that over the next few minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
It could be really simple.
No pressure. No, I was kidding. Yeah, no, that's cool. That sounds good.
No, we probably should have warned you about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I come up
So while you're thinking, Beta Ray Bob wants to know what time the panel is Saturday.
So it's at 6:00 Saturday night. So 6 to 7. It's after the Super 7 panel. But yeah, I'm sure Bob will be over there checking out the O-ring business that Super 7's throwing down.
Maybe I'll have to wander over with Bob while I'm there.
You should. You absolutely should.
I'll definitely come check it out. Me and Bob will come see what you're saying.
That sounds good to me. That sounds a lot, real good. Ben, I don't know. Let's get this thing funded this weekend, and you can pick what I'm drinking because you'll be there too.
Nice.
So let's maybe just throw this in here again, if I still can. Oh, did that work?
Yep, it's there.
I see.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there you go, guys. Once again, just through the Kickstarter link in the chat. Go over there, back something. I mean, they're already there, and I gotta get Steamboat Willie. If I don't get Steamboat Willie, I'm gonna blame it on you guys.
Yeah, just keep acting. Yeah, keep spreading the word so we can get some Steamboat unlocked because I need him as well. So let's get him made.
Absolutely. And you said that's tier what? Tier 4?
Right now. I mean, stuff could change. You never know. So we'll see. But yeah, right now let's unlock Malum, and then we'll go from there.
All right. So, Rad, you want to talk about anything?
Yeah. So no World Makers Consortium this Friday. Yeah, I'm heading to Joe Fest, man. So yeah, we take off. I'm leaving tomorrow at noon. I'll be there Friday sort of afternoon. But yeah, so if you see me walking around the show with this logo on a T-shirt, come over and say hi. And yeah, man. Yeah.
You need the mask too. You should be walking around with that mask on.
Oh, I should too. But yeah, well, we'll actually be we'll be up back through Michigan. We're gonna hang out with Tone and Zilla on our way home, and Grumpy Puppet, and we're gonna hit up Sarge and Reds when we're heading out, and meet up with a punk with toys. So yeah, meeting all sorts of new people on the trip, and it's gonna be fun, man. And I'll be handing out flyers for these boys too.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I appreciate that.
Oh, I didn't tell you. You want me to tell you my story about printing those today?
Oh,
yes,
sure.
please. Yeah. You said you
So
almost
so I get into work early, and lately the GM's been like coming in early. I'm like, I'm afraid of fuck she doesn't go in early. So she's not there. It's all good. So I queue up the printer on my, and I'm using my work supplies. So I go in there, get it queued up, and I hit 30. I'm like, well, I can get more photocopy if I need more. So I'm doing that. I get them hot off the printer. I turn around, and she's like right there, standing in the doorway of the photocopy room. Like she had shown up. I didn't see. I was like, oh, hey. And she's like, oh, what are you printing? And I'm just some stuff. And she's like, okay, I'll catch up with you later. And I'm like, boom, straight out the back door and into my Jeep. I even put them like face down in case anybody was like out there looking.
Wait. You put them face down? They're double-sided, man. You didn't print the other side?
Oh, shit. Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. I'm going to check that out. Maybe I'll be stopping at a Jiffy Print. Is that still a thing in the States?
We have
like, can you go to a printing store and get things printed?
Staples. Yeah, we get a few of those. No,
you could probably get the other side printed.
Oh, well, I printed I ran it through, so it's probably one page is the front, one page is the back.
We could just fold them in half. Fuck it.
Whatever. Info's on.
We appreciate the try.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I can't go through all that stealth mission bullshit for nothing.
You should have just given her one. It said, "Here, you might like it."
Yeah, read something good for a change, you goof. Here.
We also get a pretty good deal on printing. So next time we could just send them to Zilla's house for you. But you're not going to stop at Zilla's on the way down, right?
Not on the way down. On the way back, we're going to be coming back. Like we're leaving Sunday morning, so we're going to go cruise back up to Toledo, Ohio, hang out with Grumpy Puppet, head over to Saginaw for Tuesday morning ish.
So you're going to go hang out with Tone?
Yeah, we're meeting up with Tone and Zilla on Tuesday night for dinner and stuff, and then we're gonna head back up to St. Clements, Michigan, where which is close to Sarge and Reds, on our way home on, I believe, Wednesday ish. Depends on how the trip goes. Okay. But yeah, meet up with a punk with toys, go to Sarge and Reds, and yeah, and then come back and unload the fucking truck, man. Because I'm probably gonna come home with way too much shit. So,
probably
a good time.
All right. So, we got a couple of seconds left.
Oh, nice.
Buy a magazine. I still have boxes of them.
Nice.
I
love that you pull on print magazine
somewhere in Delaware. That's weird. Rad, we'll talk later. I want to send a magazine over to Zilla's house for you.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I want to make sure I send one to you, and then 2 days later, I'm going to send one to Zilla, so he thinks I didn't.
Oh, don't send him one.
I'm going to send him one, but I just don't want him to get it at the same time.
Yeah, don't send him one first, because he'll probably leaf through it. The corners will be all fucking bent and stuff. Pages will be stuck together.
Oh, maybe I should send them both at the same time so that doesn't happen to your copy. Anyway, so Chris, stick around for a second if you would. Oh, wait a minute.
I didn't give you the hashtag yet.
Hashtag,
right? Yeah. How about hashtag on, since we're on brand right now, I guess, hashtag war is hell. You can get some pretty cool shots out of that, I think. You get some...
War is hell, Mercs.
That's great.
War is hell.
With toys, you know what to do. And yeah, with that, anything else before we go?
Come see me at Joe Fest and back to Kickstarter, guys. Let's get the steamboat.
Let's get the fucking steamboat for sure.
And go.
All right. And with that,
also, these Fortnite figures are bullshit.
Let's see them real quick before we go.
No articulation.
You got any more thoughts around, or did you do that already?
No, I think I threw them all on the floor. I'll probably trip on them in the morning and break my leg and not make it Joe Fest.
Oh, dude, be careful. You should
All
do
right.
an entire video of destroying them in interesting, creative ways.
I will.
Good idea.
I'm gonna melt their faces right off.
It's like,
All right. See you later, Mercs.